Forrest would say, "How's it going? Morning, welcome to another weekly recap of the DNFL Week 2. I hope your week went well. My week went good. I'll go ahead and start talking about my week. But first, you might be wondering, Adam, what are you wearing? I'm doing the Fort Fitness 10K next weekend and going on my long run right after this. So this is what I'm wearing for this. My week. So I received some really cool news earlier in this week. Let me see if I can share my screen real quick. Okay. Cool. We got our screen shared. So I found out this week that probably three of the more notable Survivor players are playing in it's coined as Survivor Australia versus the world. There are different iterations of Survivor across the world. So you're going to have a tribe of people from Survivor Australia and people from Survivor US, maybe Survivor South Africa and some other countries. But I'm really looking forward to this. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I started watching a season of Survivor Australia this week, and it's a lot different than US Survivor, a lot more electric, a lot bigger personalities, but I am really looking forward to that. The other big news for me this week is I started listening through all the Queen albums again. We were talking about Queen the other week and Brighton Rock. I'm almost all the way through, but initial impressions of all their albums and all their work. I would say probably, let me pull up their album names right now. I'd probably have Night at the Opera at 1. I'd have Sheer Heart Attack at 2. And then I'd have News of the World at 3. I think once I'm done, I may have a full list, but I just figured you should know that. All right, back to the league. First up, gossip around the league. Kudos to Jaden Schroyer of just staying out of the limelight and just running his team. I think he's been doing a really good job of that. He's 1-1 right now, but I would rather have someone do that. Yeah, I think he's doing a good job overall. Just laying low and just doing his best. Shout out to Jaden. So is it, wait, yes. Wait, no, let me look at the other one. So yeah, there's some discussion around the league. How you spell Forrest's name? Is it Forest with one R or Forest? Just curious what you guys think. I think I've used two R's, but I honestly have to double check after people are saying things because I don't even know. Maybe Forrest can clarify how you spell his name. Okay, let's go in here. We're gonna sharing the screen is always the most difficult part of this job, to be honest. It's not talking to all of you guys. You guys are great. Okay, so we have right now, we've got Alvin Kamala right here. Caleb had said, I love my team. It's interesting to see why he would love his team. Alvin Kamala, surging in the polls, surging in our fantasy league, but can they hold on come November? But yeah, we look at his team. He's got Dak, Joe Mixon, Kamara, Jay Jettas, Marvin Harrison, Brock Bowers, and honestly, a pretty decent bench too. It'll be interesting to see how much Caleb plays the waivers this year because right now he's set up, I would say, pretty well. But shout out to Caleb. You got your minute of fame on here, buddy. Yeah. Okay, let's exit the full screen. There we go. And other news in the league, Blake, if I can find, oh yeah, there it is. That'll work. Again, sharing the screen is half the problem here, but I think this is it. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so Blake trading players like or offering players like penny stocks to get real stock. Matt said, I really like watching Blake drop players that he has sitting in pending trades with me. I don't know if I've ever traded with Blake in a league, but yeah, that's an interesting strategy. I'll just say that. Forrest and Dave's trade. Najee Harris for Alec Pierce. Dave said, I'm never going back to Najee Harris, but he's on Dave's team again. But Najee, he's had like 3 1,000-yard seasons. So you would think, yeah, I would want like a 1,000-yard running back on my fantasy team. But here's the thing too, he's pretty inconsistent. He's all right, but he's not like the league winner. I'm going to make a comparison right now. I would say Najee Harris is like Bagger Dave's. Whenever I ask people where do you want to go for lunch, I feel like Bagger Dave's is always in the conversation. It's never high on the list. It's never even like mid. It's kind of between mid and low. But somehow I always find myself going back to Bagger Dave's, and I don't know why. The food is fine. It's all right. Honestly, what probably does it for Bagger Dave's is just the open seating concept. But that's what I'm going to say. Najee Harris, he's a lot like Bagger Dave's. Yeah, that's what I would say. But he's on Dave's team again, so maybe this will do good things for Dave. We will see. We had an anonymous viewer this week submit I can find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, full screen. Submit a couple trade requests that were sent to him. We don't want to, throw people under the bus, but I thought this would be a good topic of conversation. Do you guys think these are good trade deals? Would you do this trade? I'm not saying who sent this, but yeah, they sent it to me and were like, what do you think of these trades? So I'm throwing it back to you guys and saying, what do you think? Yeah, just let me know what you think. Cool. All right. Last week's matchups. Let's go to the league scoreboard. So let me go ahead and share my screen again. So really, last week, Stroud Boys did really well. Alvin Kamala was, again, the big winner in the league. Alvin Kamara had, you have a player like that, you're going to win 9 times out of 10. Doug Baby picked up their first win. D. Adams did really well. Proverbs 27:2 is slipping in this league. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I think the owner did really well last year, so hopefully you can pick it up. That's a cool name. I like 0 Day Sober more, but that is clever. T. Nathaniel Mord. Yeah, Homie almost getting most points for the week. I know I talked up Homie last week. Sorry about that, but he did really well. I was right. Dave picking up his first win. He needs those really bad. Considering all the injuries on his team, I think he officially has Chris's injury curse. Yeah, shout out to Dave for doing well on that. One other thing, I didn't mention this earlier. I think it's really interesting and strange that people are offering firstborn name rights for Jamar Chase. Yeah, I don't know if I would do that, but I also don't know if Jamar Chase would be the player I would be using that to trade for. Just my 2 cents. You can take that or leave it. Yeah. But what are you looking for, Word, to this next week of fantasy? I am looking forward to seeing if the power rankings will hold true going forward. Let's go ahead and let's get into the power rankings and just what the league analytics are saying right now. So right now we have Doug Beatty was at 1. He's down to 6. Hucklist is from 2 to 10. Alvin Kamala, again, surging in the polls, surging in our league, up to 1. RB2X, down 2 running backs, I guess. Slipping, but they still have time to make it up. Stroud Boys, really consistent Stroud Boys. I don't know what this reference is. I didn't look up Proverbs 27:2, but maybe someone can leave some comments so we can know going forward what those are. But Mark 1452 at 5, and T. Nathaniel Mord up to 3. Shout out homie. Sorry if this is too much about homie. Got to stop. But yeah, Proverbs 27:2, just super consistent at 9. Can't blame him. Not doing crazy, not overpowering people. But yeah, just consistent at 9. And Perfect Pickled Radishes. I think that's Ryan. I need to talk more about Ryan's team, so I think I'm going to talk more about his team. Let's go into his team real quick. I think I can keep doing this and moving around. Where is his team? Oh, there it is, I think. Okay. This is Ryan. Cool. I think Ryan's team is fine. It stinks that Cooper Kupp is injured. I think Jaden Reed, if he keeps doing what he's doing, I think that'll do really well for him. Yeah, again, Cooper Kupp being on the IR does not help. We'll see if the value that Ryan paid for him pays off later down the road. I think Jaden Daniels could be really good later in the year, but yeah, I would say right now he's in an all right spot. He has room for his team to grow, but we'll see what happens later down the road with Ryan's team. Maybe a trade or two. We'll see. But let's go back to the league homepage. I'm just wondering, to end this episode, from the power rankings, what do you guys think stands out? The teams trending up, the teams trending down. Without picking your own team, who do you think is running away with this league? Thanks again for tuning in this week. I have fun with these. Honestly, I need to not prepare as much and just roll with the punches and take notes and just talk. I like to show visuals so you guys have something to look at. But if you thought this was helpful, insightful, maybe you want to see new things, shoot me a text and I will see if I can get it in the next video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, what you would want to see different, or just say, hey, Adam, I really like this video. Thanks again, guys. I will see you next week.